The pepper smash. Oh, let's do the intro actually, because I don't know why I'm just getting into the cocktails.
Yeah, you can just get into it. People say that all the time. Just get into it. Stop all the yapping.
People do say let's get into it. I guess nobody wants to be like, welcome to the channel at all. I mean, I usually do like a whole little thing. But today actually, although usually there's a theme, today the only theme is cocktails I've been meaning to get to. That's the only theme. It's just cocktails I really wanted to try, haven't been able to fit them in other videos. They haven't fit into the theme. So these are like the orphans, and there's only 2 of them. So it's gonna be kind of a short video. Okay, well the first cocktail we're doing today, the first orphan cocktail we're doing today is called the Pepper Smash #2. Pepper Smash was created by Portland bartender Ryan Magarian, who we have talked about on this channel before. He did it for his bar Oven and Shaker. Do you remember Ryan Magarian and why we might have talked about him in the past, Marius?
No.
No? Ryan Magarian was the founder or one of the founders of Aviation Gin before Ryan Reynolds put his little dirty paws all over it. Yeah, so there you go. Hope you made a ton. Anyway, let's get into it. So, first what we're gonna do is grab our tin here and go to the fridge for the thing that we forgot. And that thing just happens to be mint. Got a little thing of mint because I keep on buying the big things of mint and then it just keeps on going bad in the fridge. And we have no use for it. So I'm gonna save this for a sprig for a garnish. That's just a nice sprig on its own. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. I think I'm gonna keep these 2 straight ones because they're better. All right, so we're gonna take some lime here. We're gonna cut it up and put it in a juicer and juice it and put the juice inside the tin. That's what we're doing. We're thinking ahead, always thinking ahead on this channel. All right, so 3/4 of ounce of lime juice. We're doing 3/4 ounce of diluted robust maple syrup. All right, so this is a 2-to-1 maple syrup concoction. We're doing 3/4 ounce of that. Okay, and then we're gonna go 3/4 ounce of yellow bell pepper syrup. No, not syrup. We're gonna do 3/4 ounce of yellow bell pepper juice. So you need basically a masticating juicer to make this. If you don't have a masticating juicer...
Hey, dude, what's going on?
Oh, am I spilling it everywhere? Jesus. I'm just trying to put the lid on, crying out loud. If you don't have a masticating juicer, which is one of those juicers that basically has like a gear in the middle that juices everything, you're gonna have to like blend it in a blender with just a teensy bit of water and then just squeeze all the things out until you juice it. But that's a terrible way. You should just get a masticating juicer. You can get them online for not that expensive. It's a wonderful thing to have because then you can juice things like celery or yellow pepper or pineapple, which we do quite a bit. And I gotta say, fresh pineapple juice, even though the Trader Joe's stuff, it does pretty well, fresh pineapple juice in a cocktail is a freaking game changer. All right, let's give those mints a little press to release those oils. And then we're gonna be doing 2 ounces of Aquavit. We're doing this because it's a smash. How's a smash served, Damaris? Let's see how much you've learned. How is a smash served?
That's like a shake and dump.
Well, some of it's shake and dump. We're not doing shake and dump today, but it could be a shake and dump, yes. So a shake and dump goes in what kind of glass?
Like an old-fashioned glass.
A rocks glass, yes. So rocks glass, yeah. I think we're gonna do a little bit more gussied up than doing the old shake and dump though. So we're gonna, but yeah, you can shake and dump. I like to shake and dump like my whiskey smashes for sure. That's true.
I thought that's what it was a smash because it just looks all smashed up.
Nope, that's not why it's called a smash. It's called a smash usually because the pieces of fruit are smashed up in there. But this recipe called for lime juice, and it did not say put quarters of lime into a tin. And so when I first make a cocktail, I like to make it the way that the maker would have made it, and then do it my way. But a smash is called a smash because usually you smash the fruit in there.
And then you dump it in, and it's all...
which is a nice way to do it because you get all the oils. But with this handy dandy barfly juicer that's soon to be on our website, that we partnered up with Barfly Mixology Gear. So we got the Barfly Square juicer. It traps all the oils anyway. And then we're just gonna double strain. Give us the old wacky poo, slappy pan. Oh, a leaf fell off. It's less bushy now. Voila. The pepper smash. Let's taste it. Ooh, it's got interesting flavor. It's like, that's good. I'm gonna taste that again. It's like minty, and then you get the, how would you describe like a bell pepper flavor? It's like,
It's earthy.
it's like earthy, right? It's earthy and bright, I guess. So you've got the earthiness and the brightness in there. You get the tartness of the lime. It's nice to use lime because it's really sharp in there. And then you got the maple syrup, which adds like a savory, that kind of savory sweetness that I always talk about when when we're doing honey. We don't do maple syrup that often. Maple syrup is pretty sweet, so it's like kind of carrying it really nicely. The Aquavit blends in like caraway and dill and a lot of those like Aquavit botanicals, and it just all works together so well to create something that tastes like a cocktail and a garden. Pretty fucking awesome. I like it. I like it. I like the addition of the yellow pepper juice. It's blended really nicely. It's a complex drink. This is something that I could smash a couple of. So there it is, the pepper smash.
Yeah, and if you went to the trouble to make the yellow pepper juice, we have another cocktail that you can make.
Well, tell them about it.
Oh, yeah, it's called the yellow number 2.
It's called yellow pepper number 2.
Yellow
yes.
pepper number, yeah, because Eric called it a yellow number 2 on, where did he call it?
He was on, so Eric was on Hot Ones, but it was during COVID, so he was doing Hot Ones over Zoom, and he called it a yellow number 2, which does not sound appetizing at all, but it's called a yellow pepper number 2. So there it is, the pepper smash number 2. The next cocktail is called a Bone Crusher, which I think I like happened upon it on a menu recently, and I was like, that looks really good. I did some research. I found out that Frederick Yarm, Boston-based bartender and cocktail writer who wrote 2 Boston cocktail books. It's like Drunk and Told is one of them. Fantastic dude. I talk with him online every now and again. He has a blog called Cocktail Virgin with the virgin crossed out slut. And he tells the story about a cocktail called a Bone Crusher, which was done as a group effort cocktail at Drink in Boston around 2008. Drink was one of the very kind of like first, or like in a group of the, like, I think it was really one of the very first like Boston cocktail programs that were taken really seriously. It was headed up by Ezra Starr for a long time. She has parted ways with them, gone to Hong Kong, and now she has a bar called Mostly Harmless and a couple other bars that she's doing there. That's it. That's what I got for you, the Bone Crusher. Oh, and then also when I was reading a little bit about the cocktail on the blog, he was saying how sometimes the group concept comes about because nobody can pinpoint who actually created the cocktail because they were all drunk while creating it, basically. He said it more eloquently than me, though. He said like sometimes, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said something like details lost in the vapors of work or something. I don't know. It was very visual. I liked it a lot. He's a good writer. You should check out his books. Do I have I have to clean a tin, I think. I gotta clean a tin and then we'll make this cocktail. Oh, all right. It's gonna be a very simple cocktail here. And I'm gonna gussy it up with one more thing because I'm cool like that. Are you excited, Marius? Are you so excited? We're gonna do ½ an ounce of lime juice. We're gonna do ½ an ounce of simple syrup. 4 dashes of Satan's Tears spicy tincture. And we're gonna do about a nickel-sized dollop of Sriracha and 2 ounces of Mezcal. I can already tell this is gonna be good. And honestly, the juxtaposition of Sriracha, spicy tincture, and Mezcal is gonna be and then we're just gonna double strain. Cheers. Fucking fantastic. And a little bit spicy, which I really like. The spice notes and the kind of savoriness of the Sriracha go really well with the Mezcal, but then the Mezcal that we used, which is Espadin mix. It's an espadine and baril mix. It has an earthiness to it, but it also has a lot of citrus notes to it, which go really well with the lime. And then those Satan's Tears spicy tincture just like knocked up the spice a little bit. You get some back palate spice, but it's not going to kill you. It's not like a Hot Ones interview or anything. It's nice, bright, refreshing, but also a little bit savory and really good. So there it is, the Bone Crusher.